Hi there, Laura Wilson from Gold Star Work here. Today I am going to do a book review which is a bit different for me, and it's a painting book. So if you're interested in painting seas and skies in acrylics, then this book from Dave White I think is a really good one, and I'm going to tell you why I think it's a good one. So I'm going to show you some examples of paintings that I have done, probably up here. Might be over here, but I think it's going to be over here, of paintings I have done. Or maybe it'll be up here. Yes, I'll show you some examples of paintings I've done up here on as I used this book. Now I've owned this book for a couple of years, so it's not a new book, but it is still available now, and I'll put a link down below. It's an Amazon affiliate link if you want to purchase it. And I find this was a really good book, and at the time I needed some help with some things, and it really helped me, so I thought it might help you. So one of the big things it helped me with was selecting vanishing points and linear perspective for clouds. So I will show you a painting that I have done up here using his method for drawing in the lines and making the clouds in perspective so that you can get that feeling of distance and space. That was a really helpful tip for me, because a lot of the other books that I had been reading or articles I'd been reading, they were either too technical and I wasn't quite getting it, or they didn't have enough information to make sense in my head. So Dave's book really helped me, and I think if you want to make your clouds look like they're all running into perspective and more realistic, then this book would really help you do that. And for me, that one thing in that book was enough to make this book worthwhile, but there are lots of other things I like about this book as well. So the other thing I like is the way he combines colours, and even on the front cover you can see how he's got the green and the light almost yellow green, and then he's got these deep purples, using lots of contrast and flashes of colour, and I really like that. And I will insert a picture here that I did of after looking at his book, and I probably wouldn't have done this particular type of painting if I hadn't have read his book, and I feel that Dave White's book really helped me to expand my thinking of how to use colour. So I probably wouldn't have ever done like this grey background with this green wave without reading his book. And the other thing I learnt in this book was how to paint shifting sand and making some movement in my seascapes with the sand all shifting with when the wave rolls up and then it rolls down and it drags the sand back and things. So I learned how to paint that, and that's been really a useful trick for me that I use quite often now, and so simple, so super easy to do. But I hadn't thought of doing it like that until I read Dave's book, and he explains things so clearly and easily as well. And in the back of the book there's a whole lot of step-by-step examples of paintings you can do if you wish to do that. I didn't do those, but I used the tutorials from those to do my own paintings. So I just used his methods but did my own paintings. So you can do it either way. You can either just apply what you're learning from the book into your own paintings, or with any book that you're learning from, or any tutorial, even YouTube ones, and or you can follow along step by step, because you can learn quite a lot from doing step-by-step tutorials from other people. But just beware of copyright there. You can't sell that or anything. That is purely for practice. So if you want to sell your work or put it on Redbubble or Zazzle or one of those print-on-demand things or something, then you need to do your own original work for that. So I really love this book, and I would highly recommend it. As I said, I've had this book for a while, but it is still available. I've had this book for about 2 years now and used it a lot, and I think it's really well worth the money. So that's my little simple book review. I have actually got a more in-depth blog on this book review, which I'll link down below if you want to read that. So thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time. Happy painting. Bye.